Hello everyone, my name is Kushal and today we are going to discuss about the iterative statement. So what happened in iterative statement as we discussed already the conditional statement. In the conditional statement we just use the if else operator. So if there are suppose 10 condition, then we just use if the condition, then elif 8 times and then at last else condition and print the output. But if we have the thousand number of condition, then it is not possible to write every time the if, elif and at last else operator. So for that the iterative statement comes out, and there are two different type of loop in iterative statement, that is for loop and while loop. So we will just discuss one by one. So first we will just take a for loop example. Here we have to find out the length of a string. So I just take a variable a and take any string in that. And initially this is the way to take a string in any variable. Now I just want to count the length of a string. So initially I take the value of count is 0. I take the variable name as count and take its value as 0. So I now apply a loop on that particular string. So I just go from one by one. So for x in a, that for x in this variable, suppose I write here Kushal. So for x in Kushal, so it just go first at k and it will count. So and it will go here now. After that loop apply, count is equal to count plus 1 here. So the value of count is 0. So 0 plus 1, nothing but the count is 1. Now again it goes here and it will again for x in Kushal, that is, so first it will go to k, now it will go to now u, then again it go here now count. So here now the count of value is 1 already. Now again count is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now the value of count is 2. Again it go here for x in now s. So again it comes out here count. Now the count value is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So thus the way it will check up to the last letter of the word, that is L. So for x in L and value of count, that is count is equal to at that time it here comes out to be 5 plus 1, that is 6. And after that there is no word here to check for a for loop, then it just exit out and it will print a count for us. So this is all about the for loop. So I just run it for you. So here I have to suppose write the word chair, and if I press enter, then it will give me the length of this word chair, that is 5. Now we will talk about this while loop. So in this example we just have to find the sum of n numbers. So for example if we write 3, so it just check the 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6, it will give the output, means we have to check the sum of the that particular number. So I just take here the num variable and take any number in that, and initially the value of sum is 0, that's why I will just check here and just take a variable sum and initiate its value as 0. Also I just take a I is equal to 1 variable for the application of while loop. So now I just apply a while loop, and to check our number I just write here I less than equal to num. That is, for example I will just take a value of num 3 here and I just check 1 here, that is the value of I, 1 less than equal to 3. Yeah, this condition is true, then it will go here sum is equal to sum plus I, that is the value of sum is 0, 0 plus 1, that is 1. Now the value of sum is 1, remember. and after that it go here I is equal to I plus 1, that is I is equal to 1 plus 1. Now the value of I is 2. Again it go to here while loop and it will check 2 is less than equal to num. Yeah, this condition is true, then it will go here sum. Now the value of sum is 2 in the last iteration. Now the sum is equal to 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now it goes to I here, then I is equal to value of I again increases, that is 2 plus 1 3. Now it will again goes to here while loop and it will check 3 less than equal to num. Yeah, it is not less than but it is equal to num. It again increase the value of sum, and now the value of sum is 2 3 plus 1, that is 6, and it again increase the value of I. Again it goes out here and now the value of I is 4. So it just check 4 is less than equal to 3. So this condition is false. So it just print the sum for us. That is the value of sum comes out to be 6 at that time. So I just run this and write a number 3 again for you and print it. Yeah, the sum of number up to 3 is comes out to be 6. So I know this is a bit confusing, but you just see by line code and just imagine it. I'm sure you will understand. Thank you.